Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. I'm back here at Team Toyota of Princeton. Check out this brand new 2024 Toyota 4Runner. This is the limited four-wheel drive in Windshield Pearl. So we're going to check out this 4Runner, see what it's bringing to the market here in the new year, and see if you want to buy one of these old school 4Runners, you still can. So let's dig in. Front end of the 4Runner in the windshield with the chrome on the front. We got the limited trim, so we're getting the chrome. LED lighting all the way around, including the fog lamps, but we still have standard bulbs for turn signals. Overall, good look, functionality in the grille, top and bottom. So it's looking pretty good here on the front end. As we whip around to our wheel and tire package, what we're looking at here is a 20-inch machined aluminum alloy wheel, Toyota badge on the center cap. Now these wheels are wrapped in Bridgestone Dueler tires, 245 on the width, a 60 series sidewall 20s, all four corners, four-wheel drive. As we move on out, we have the classic look of this 4Runner. And again, with the limited trim, you're going to get that chrome bling on the side of the vehicle and around the windows. So let me know what you think about that, as well as the chrome on the running boards. We do have color match side view mirrors with 360-degree view cameras and LED turn signals. Chrome on the front and the rear door handle. The limited call out right here. Up top, we got a roof spoiler coming off the top. We have brushed aluminum on the roof rails. Does come with crossbars, and we have a color match roof standard sunroof. Rear end of the 4Runner, very flat in the back, very rugged, very off-road looking. We have LED taillights with standard bulbs for turn signals. Again, the roof spoiler coming off the top, and our rear wiper is tucked up underneath the roof spoiler. And the reason being is you can't put it down below on the glass because that rear glass goes up and down separately from the tailgate. 4Runner in chrome on the middle of the tailgate. Down below we have our tow hitch, and we have our chrome tip exhaust coming out the right side of the vehicle. We're under the hood of this 4Runner, and what are we looking at for a power plant? We have Toyota's 4-liter naturally aspirated V6 engine mated to a 5-speed automatic transmission, 270 horsepower, 278 pound-feet of torque. This 4Runner can tow up to 5,000 pounds. MPGs, 16 in the city, 19 on the highway, 17 combined. The engine's minimum octane rating is 87, so you can run this on regular unleaded gas. Before we get into the interior of this 4Runner, you're going to want to know, Mike, what's the price on this baby? Well, here you go. 2024 limited 4x4 isn't cheap. Base price $51,725. We got to add in some extras on this one as well. An extra $425 for the Windshield Pearl paint. An extra $1,365 for the third row seating. An extra $309 for the all-weather floor liners and cargo tray. An extra $185 for the roof rack and crossbars. An extra $179 for the cargo cover. An extra $115 for the door edge guards. Extra $90 for the chrome exhaust tip, an extra $185 for the high-performance LED fog lamps in chrome, an extra $150 for the mud guards, extra $785 for those running boards, and an extra $80 for the chrome wheel locks. We get $1,000 discount for the Keep It Wild savings. We then add in destination and delivery of $1,395 from Toyota's Tahara, Aichi, Japan assembly plant, and we have a total MSRP from the factory of $55,988. Let's check out the interior. Starting outside the vehicle, here is the stationary running board with chrome accents that we're paying extra for. Driver door panel looking good. We have the soft touch with the stitching in tan. Then we go to soft touch in black, flat black on our switch gear. We have brushed aluminum trim in and around the grab handle with the chrome door handle. 2 memory seat settings for the driver, nice large door pocket, JBL 15 speaker sound system in here. Moving to the foot box, nice large dead pedal brake and accelerator with a push on push off parking brake. The floor mats are in the rear of the vehicle at this time. Driver, you're going to get power seats with lumbar, power seat without lumbar for the front passenger. Tan leather with the stitching, nice and comfortable, nice soft headrest, nice forgiving bolstering. Passenger door panel, same as the driver, except no memory seat settings. Then we have soft touch up here, hard black plastic up top. Then we have this wood veneer trim that kind of lifted up. And then we have our heat and air vents over there with some brushed aluminum on either side of the wood veneer. Of course, you got the limited, so they need to give you something nicer than a nice large glove box. Into the center stack, we have that old-fashioned digital clock up top, 2 heat and air vents with 4-way hazards, 8-inch older style infotainment system with nav, but it is a touch screen, and it has pretty good response for an older system. Wired CarPlay, Android Auto. You got your home menu right here. We can get your audio going, Sirius XM, and your Bluetooth. You got your maps like we showed you earlier. We have Seek and for our music, and then Bluetooth the phone, and then our apps, Wi-Fi hotspot, all that jazz. So they got a lot of stuff in here. It's just a little bit older. Then we go to reverse. Nice large backup camera with trajectory and 360-degree view. Could be a little clearer because it's an older camera, but it gets the job done. So there you have it. Pretty simple, pretty easy. Here we go with our climate control adjustments right here. The display again in that older pixelated script right there. And now we can adjust where we want the air to go, defrost and all that jazz. Now down below, we got the USB connectivity and a 12 volt, and we have heated and ventilated seats for both the driver and the front passenger. So they got you covered there. And an area right here for storage. Nicely done. Here we go. This is our diff lock as well as 4 high 4 low right here. So they got you covered right there with this chrome or brushed aluminum look on it. Looks good. Cup holder right here. Here is the gear shift with the wood veneer. Nicely done to go through this 5-speed automatic transmission. We got a cup holder here with an area to slide your phone. Our Toyota key fob is right over here. Pretty plain. Lock, unlock, panic button, Toyota badge on the back. And then we have the switch to take our rear window down. So I'm going to scooch around, point the camera at the rear window. Down she goes. One touch down and one touch up. So I like that. I've always liked that in the 4Runner. So good deal there. And then we have our center armrest, semi-soft. We open it up. We got a 12 volt and a huge area for storage. 4Runner steering wheel, nice leather wrap wheel, nice 10 and 2 notches, perforated leather too, with our chrome Toyota badge on the horn button, brushed aluminum to lift up the wheel, flat bottom wheel, and it's kind of tight in here, but I have the seat all the way back and all the way down, and now I think I have enough room to get in and out, but it might be tight if you're taller than 5'11", much more tighter than me. Now we do have flat black on our switch gear, so our volume controls over here, telephone voice commands, modes for infotainment system. On the right, controls for the digital portion of your dash, as well as your lane keep assist. And here our cruise control is right over here behind the wheel, so they got you covered there. Around the corner, push button start and your heated steering wheel on or off. On the stalks, we have our headlight controls and fog lamp controls on the left, and then on the right, front and rear wiper. On the right side here, you got your mirror controls right here, bright and dim the dash. That's adaptive high beams, camera views, turn on that 120 volt outlet out back, and then you have your windshield wiper deicer. We do have a manual tilting and telescoping wheel in the 4Runner, and then we have our analog digital combo, analog gauges for our speedometer, tachometer, fuel level, and coolant temperature, and then you can go ahead and get other information up in the center screen that you may like to see as you're going down the road. So it's nice and easy. Each one of these has separate pages as well. So if you want to take a look at your off-road angles, your tire pressure, steering angles, all that stuff is in here. And it's nice and easy to use. Piece of cake. Overhead console right here, non-LED lighting in here. Like to see some LED lighting. If you want your dome lighting to come on and off when you open and close the door, this button all the way to the right on the picture of the car with the doors open. Open it up, lighting comes up, close the door, lighting will dim out. Here you go. There's the controls for your sunroof. 3 garage door programmables right here. Traction control off, advanced track, hill descent control, SOS button in case there's an emergency on the road. So now if we want to open up our roof, it's pretty easy. We move the shade back with our hands, and then one touch back, and the roof opens. Wind buffeter comes up, and then one touch back. And we do have a tilt function as well. Then we can just slide that back ourselves. So they got you covered. Rear view mirror with auto dim. Here is our sun visor with vanity and a light. Does it slide? No, it doesn't, but we do have an extension. Getting into the mid-row of our 3-row 4Runner, I have the seat set for my driving position. We'll pop on in, easy peasy to get into. You may have to duck your head if you're higher, taller than me at 5'11". But once I get in, plenty of room for my head, shoulders, and knees. Now we do have the leather, then we go plastic, and then we go cargo net. Not in love with that setup at all. Here in the center console, 2 heat and air vents, and then in the back here, we got USB-Cs for your mid-row connectivity. So that's a nice touch. Door panels on the back, same action as the front. Here's the front door panel looking good. Here's the back door panel looking the same. Mid-row seats, nice leather, same stitching, same insert design with the perforation. And then we have a super soft center armrest. Open that up, 2 cup holders. So they got you covered. Here in the mid-row, feels good, feels comfortable. Now I'm in the 3rd row, knees are really high, my head's hitting the ceiling, roof of the vehicle. But here in the back, as you can see, a couple of cup holders, an area for storage in there. Don't see any connectivity back here, would have been nice. But I would say small children here in the back. But let me know if you're ever going to use the 3rd row of a 4Runner. Getting in the tailgate of this 4Runner Limited, you come to the back and there's a button right underneath the end in 4Runner. You hit it and lift up. Nice and light, but as you can see with the 3rd row up, really doesn't have very much space. So we can just put them down by, number 1, letting our headrests down, then pulling this button and throwing them down. So we pull the strap, let the headrests down, pull the center button, and then let them down. Now, with that 3rd row down, you're looking at 47.2 cubic feet of cargo space in the back of this 4Runner. We do have a 12-volt back here and a home power source. So they got you covered there. Here's the JBL subwoofer back here. We got some tie downs, so it looks pretty good. Now we don't have a lever to drop the mid row from back here, but all we need to do is really come back to the side. The button on top right here, we just pull forward, boom, seat folds flat. We can go around the other side, do the same thing. Right up here, boom, seat folds flat. And now, with all seats down and this square shape, you're looking at 89.7 cubic feet of cargo space in the back of this 4Runner, and that's really a good number for an older style SUV, old school I'd call it. Here we go. Window sticker on this 4Runner, 4x4 Limited, wind chill, safety ratings, fuel economy, standard equipment. Options, total vehicle MSRP. Let's take this baby out for a spin. Down the road we go in this 24 4Runner Limited with the 4-wheel drive, and here we go. Visibility is great out the front windshield, side glass, side view mirror, rear window, no problem. Blind spot monitoring, cross traffic alert, lane keep assist, all that safety tech in this 4Runner Limited. And it's old school, baby. We got the old naturally aspirated V6 with the 5-speed automatic. Not the quietest drive line, but once you're up to speed, the engine quiets down, but you are going to get some wind noise, road noise. It's not a quiet cabin in this 4Runner, but you know what? If you're looking for this SUV that you can keep a long time and it's practical, you can drive it on road, off road, you can haul people, you can haul stuff, and you got a reliable driveline that's going to last you hundreds of thousands of miles, trouble-free motoring, as long as you keep the maintenance up, then this may be the one that you want to buy if you're going to hang on to it for a long time. Because the 4Runner is going to change. I'm assuming now 2025 is going to have a totally redesigned one, and it's going to be the end of this very simple and very, very reliable mechanical engine, driveline, suspension, all that. It's all so simple, and it really just works. and it lasts forever, as long as you take care of it. Gas mileage, you're not going to get very good gas mileage in one of these. But handle's pretty good. Pickup's okay. You know, it's a big heavy SUV, so even the 4-liter with the 5-speed isn't going to get this up and moving really, really quickly. But you know what? It gets up to speed just fine. Handles just fine. It's going to roll in the corners. But people love these things. I really like these old school 4Runners. Takes you back to a different time when car cabins and driving weren't about tech and maybe sometimes gimmicks, and just all about the pure driving experience and the mechanicals of the vehicle. We're going to try out the brakes, take our hands off the wheel, stops on a straight line, no problem, and off we go. On the brakes for the turn to the left, and it's really going to roll hard. So be very careful. You're not in a race car with this 4Runner. Now this Limited obviously spec'd out for the street rather than the off-road spec. Of course, you can get the TRD Off-Road, the TRD Off-Road Premium, TRD Pro, and then you're going to get all the off-road stuff with this baby. But this really spec'd up for the street, and you know what? It's pretty smooth, and the seats are quite comfortable. Now, we're a little bit compromised in the passenger or driver cockpit between the steering wheel and your legs, so you may have to, you know, make an allowance for that. Or if you're really tall, like 6'1", 6'2", or more higher, you may not even fit in this thing. And if you do, it's going to feel really cramped. But we got an 18.7 foot turning radius. Let's see how she does. I don't know about that. I think that's being generous in the spec. But as you can see now, backing up, there's my backup camera, everything looking good. You can see exactly where I'm going. And now down the road we go. So it's a really well executed SUV. Old school for sure, but I think I really like it. I think it's really cool. Let me know what you guys think. Are you going to go Toyota 4Runner? Do you want this old school 4Runner that's still available here in 2024? Or are you going to wait until the new one comes out with all the revisions and all the tech updates and all that jazz? Let me know. Or are you going to go somewhere else with your hard-earned SUV money? Put that in the comments as well. But I do want to thank Team Toyota of Princeton for, whoa, Team Toyota of Princeton for allowing the channel access to this 2024 Toyota 4Runner Limited 4x4 in Windchill Pearl for review today. I'd like to thank all of you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please consider giving it a like. Please also consider subscribing and turn on that notification bell so you'll never miss another Shabby's Rides video. And I'll see all of you on the rebound. Take care, everyone.